the presentation is on the new paradigm of leadership.
我要说的是跟领导力的新典范有关的演讲。
And something that I observe, that we all observe in this time of change, is that we need to learn from many places.
在我们这个变化的时间，我们观察到的是，我们需要从许多不同的方面有学习。
The more diversity, the greater the wisdom.
多元性越多，智慧越高。
So I'm very grateful that we are many cultures and languages in this room together.
我很高兴我们在这个屋子里头有多种的文化和语言。
So this new paradigm of leadership
这个新的领导力的模式
is about understanding one can live in that possibility of a future that's collaborative and loving and sustainable.
所以，当一个人可以活在未来这个即将到来的世界里面，以合作的和谐的形式共同生活。
And one can create from that. I look back in history, and there are people who've played out lifetimes to be able to birth something where the external mirrored the beauty of what we could perceive internally, where human systems mirrored the beauty of natural systems.
那么我会看历史上，我其实也发现到有很多例证，那么有许多过去的一些人为人类的社会创造一些美丽的事实，而这些美丽的事实反映了自然和谐的天性。
So if I look at my greatest role models in recent history,
如果我看近代史里面，作为我最好的这个模范的，
they had to be pretty resolute in love.
那些人都是在给予他们的爱上面非常有宏大的决心。
They had to face quite extraordinary adversity.
他们同时要面对一些非常艰困的一些外在情况。
In order to create things that seem impossible.
才能够创造出别人看起来似乎不可能的事情。
And often with hindsight, it's obvious.
那么当然，通常很多时候我们都是有后见之明，并没有先见之明。
So possibly this new paradigm of leadership that we're all walking through.
所以可能我们现在正在经历的这个新的领导模式、领导力的典范。
Is about bringing this so much love to this transition.
是把爱尽可能的放到刚才我提到的这个旧世界到新王国的这个转型。
I was working between one of the global consulting firms.
我在一个全球性的咨询公司工作。
I don't know how many countries they were in, and I'm not going to name them because it might be disrespectful.
我不会说他们的名字，不过他们在很多国家。
And one of the largest global information technology firms.
有一个很大的全球的科技公司。
And my company was building information technology systems that they partnered together and sold to big multinationals.
我的公司做的是为这家公司做其中它的产品其中一部分，然后他们把它装在一起，后在全世界各地去销售信息技术的设备。
And it was very successful.
非常的成功。
There wasn't a lot of love in it.
但是我不是很喜欢。
So I went on a journey. I went on a journey of meditating every morning and every night, and just asking the question. So what is my sense? I had a sense of purpose, but in some sense I didn't have a purpose.
所以我因为工作不是很开心，我每天早上和晚上我都静坐去问我自己，到底我存在的目的是什么。
So I would meditate every morning and every night, and I would ask what was my vision, what was the vision I was being given.
那么我早晚静坐寻求答案，到底我人生的目的。
And what I saw in time was that organization shaped the world in which we live.
那么我看到的是在组织方面的工作对我的需求。
And management, governance, and collaboration systems shape the culture and behavior of organizations. So I remember having this conversation with a group of Confucian scholars in Hangzhou in China.
我记得我在杭州中国有一次开会，那么屋子里头有一大群这个大家很困惑的学者。
And I was trying to find a way to say culturally, to make this point culturally, that we must not, it would be crazy to follow the limitations of Western thinking about management.
那当时我想要找一个话来形容说，如果我们把我们想要做的事情仅局限于西方思考的话，那么在文化上来说，这是很疯狂的事情。
So I said, you know, somebody said to me that Hangzhou, I mean, this may sound like a sexist comment, so just bear with me 240 seconds and hopefully it will turn out fine. But what I was told is that the women in Hangzhou are very beautiful.
对，我接下来要说的这个事情，可能希望大家不要误解，它有任何性别的歧视啊！忍耐我240秒钟就好了。这个他们告诉我说，杭州的女生是非常漂亮的。
And when I inquired, it was because the landscape was beautiful.
那么我之所以当时问的时候呢，是因为我看到当地的山水非常漂亮。
So I was able to say that's a reflection of an ancient principle, that the environment in which human beings live creates the quality of life and the quality of human experience.
所以当时我说的是说，因为山水很漂亮，所以人也很漂亮。你所居住的环境的品质决定了你所看到的人的质量。
So if you're leading a multinational or a government, pay great attention to the systems and processes that give rise to the life and the quality of collaboration within your organization. Or in the language of, you know, the US MBA, it would be, you know, you get what you motivate.
那么，所以如果你是在为一个跨国公司或者是为政府工作的时候，你要理解到你所创造的制度和体制，它对于人类的社会的和谐的形成是很有帮助的。那么用这个美国的俚语来说的话，就是说你鼓励什么，你就会得到什么。
Point in life where you say there's so much going on in the world that seems to be of dissolution. There's a swirling change and uncertainty, a tumultuous change going on over here. And as a human being, I'm thrown around in the change.
那么有人问我说这个我今天要讲的会不会跟昨天一样？但我告诉他们绝对不会，不过这一段跟昨天的是一样的。那么首先就是说，当我们在想刚才这个旧世界的时候，里面它有各种混乱的情况。我们作为一个人类，我们需要经历过各种起起伏伏的一些困难。
So a mechanical perspective on that would be to say, how can I be stronger than the water?
所以如果用一个机械的角度来考虑这个问题的时候，我们得到的问题就会是说，我们要如何更强壮，比水还要强壮。
But my best sense, my best understanding of how to be useful in this time is to not be in that system.
但是我的这个理解告诉我，不能够进入这种思维的体系。
To understand the patterns and the flows of energy within it.
必须要设法去理解，在这个混乱当中，它的能量流的情况。
To be able to then carefully and precisely apply my very small energy in a very effective way.
才能够把我的小小的能量放在一个正确的地方，用很有效率的方式放好。
The metaphor I would use would be acupuncture.
我要用的这种比喻就是像针灸。
So, you know, I would say that one part of this leadership is about being acupunctural.
我要讲的是说，这
It's
个
a made-up word.
所谓的这个领导力，它其实是针灸。
And listen to the space in between us.
我可以聆听在我们彼此之间的这个空间。
As a chief executive, how can I see the awesome, beautiful pattern of change as it relates to my organization?
作为一个组织的这个总裁，我如何能够看到我的组织里面它所需要的改变
I can have the wisdom of listening to all of the voices and even the small signals and living in the paradox of that difference. The oldest company is like 20 years old, but when we created Gaiasoft as a brand and idea,
20年前我创立 Gaiasoft 这个公司的时候，
we moved from having quite traditional practices of our meetings in our organization.
我们在公司里面会议的方式做了改变。
And as we were finding our path,
当我们寻找这个路径的
this
时
is
候，
some work done by the United Nations or for the United Nations called the Millennium Ecosystems Assessment.
这个是联合国所做的千禧年生态系统的报告。
And the finding was that the global ecosystems are in decline largely and some of them seriously under pressure, some of them slightly under pressure.
那么当时的报告的结论是说，全球的生态体系有很多受到了很大的打击，而其中有一些更为严重。
That is a map of the pressure on life on the planet for which we depend on for our life.
这个是对我们所生存的这个地球上面生命的一种威胁，而这些生命是我们的生命所依赖的。
So those of you who are interested in or run an organization, in terms of that idea of the management system shaping the behavior.
那么各位，如果你是在一个公司里面担任管理职务的时候，你所理解到的这个关于你的管理体系、管理模式对这个整个组织生态的影响。
Think of moving from performance measurement based upon balanced scorecard, for example.
比方说，在我们做绩效管理的时候，我们从这个平衡积分卡来开始。
To performance management based on the stewardship of ecosystems.
那么，我们如果改变这个从平衡积分卡到以生态体系统的这个积分卡来做绩效管理。
And as we create our management systems with that consciousness embedded in them.
如果我们在我们设计我们的管理制度的时候，能够把我们对生态的这个角度也放到我们的设计里面的话，
The gravity of change takes us towards this future.
这样子我们就可以逐渐的从这个旧的典范过渡到新的人类的世界。
This new system look like? Just some thoughts.
这个新的体系会是什么样子的呢？
It's resilient.
是一个经得起考验的，有弹性的。这些是竹子是非常有弹性的。
It's interconnected.
是彼此相互关联的。
These are the aspen trees that pass messages and nutrients across the forest and really are one living organism.
这些树是它们在树林里面，它们彼此之间可以通过它们传送分子可以沟通的。
And the metaphor of this is the caterpillar of the old civilization.
我们有一个比喻，就是说这个是一个在毛虫在老的文明里面的。
And as that caterpillar becomes unsustainable,
当这个毛虫不能持续了以后，
there are cells called imaginal cells.
它们就形成了茧。
Who are citizens of a butterfly that's yet to come.
那么就像人类社会里面一样，也有这些茧，里面孕育着即将来到这个新王国的人类。
They have a different DNA than the DNA that created caterpillar.
他们的 DNA 这个孕育的这个 DNA 跟这个毛毛的 DNA 是不一样的。
They begin to interconnect and work together even as the caterpillar is dying.
那么，就算毛虫在其中已经逐渐死去，而这些茧彼此之间是开始相互沟通的。
The caterpillar goes into a chrysalis.
那么这些毛虫进入一个这个里面。
The materials of the old system are reorganized according to the new pattern.
那么这些物质分子在里面重新组织，变成这个新的典范。
And over time, the new pattern is manifest in the butterfly.
那么经过时间以后，这个新的典范就出现了，就是破茧而出的蝴蝶。